Hi guys. Well, this is our first lesson, and so no judging the video as this is my first one. So this is the plan. Every day, so if you have not done this yet, you want to stop this video as soon as I'm done giving you instructions and follow what I tell you, okay? So the first thing you should do every day before you do a reading lesson is read the shared read, okay? This week's shared read is Sadie's Game. So if you haven't read or listened to Sadie's Game, you need to do that before you do the lesson, okay? Every day, so we have 4 days this week, okay? You should listen to or read Sadie's Game. By Friday, I'm hoping that you read it and not just listen to it. So today, if you want to just listen, that's okay. Follow along. Don't just listen. I want you to read the words with the listening. Tomorrow, maybe you are reading while you're listening. Thursday, maybe you listen to part of it, read part of it. Then by Friday, maybe you can read the whole thing. Some of you, maybe you need to listen to it the whole week, and that's okay. You should know what you need to do. Some of you, maybe you just read every single day, and that's okay. But for some of you, you really do need to listen to some of it for those longer, bigger, harder words, and that's okay. So you need to make sure that you have listened to the story before I give you my lesson. Because otherwise, I'm going to give away some of the information from the story. It's not going to be as good, right? We don't want that. Okay. So if you have not listened to the story yet, stop the video right now and go listen to it. Okay? If you have listened to it, then you can go ahead and listen to my lesson. Okay. So our standard for right now is knowing our characters, our setting, and our events, our story elements. We need to know that. We need to know what those things are. So our main characters for this story, what are they? You can go ahead and say it right now. Give you a minute to do that. Okay? Our main characters are obviously Sadie, who is the girl in the wheelchair, right? And then her brother, Richie. So I know it's hard to see here. Tomorrow I'm going to find a better setup for this. So I'm going to write our characters down. Sadie and Richie. They are main characters. And then our next story element, and you can say this out loud too. Does anyone know what it would be besides characters? Our setting, right? Our setting. And our setting isn't just where it takes place, it is when it takes place. Okay? When does it take place? It mainly takes place at a basketball game, right? Is it just that though? It can also be the time period it takes place. So does it take place like 50 years ago? Is that when it looked like it took place? Or does it look like it took place like right now? Probably more like right now, right? So these are our characters. Okay? And then our basketball game is our setting. And it also takes place like now, current time, right? Probably didn't take place when our grandparents were alive or our great-grandparents were alive, probably like today, okay? And then another part of our story element is our major events, okay? So what happened at the beginning, what happened in the middle, and what happened at the end. So let's think about what happened right at the beginning of the story. Well, Sadie was thinking about how her and her brother were kind of the same, right? Okay. And then what happened from there? Okay. And that is where your job comes into play. Every day, along with listening or reading to the story and then watching our lovely video together, you guys are going to have a little job. Now, you're allowed to write this on a piece of paper, and I did give all of you who were in class the last day before this crazy long break a lovely notebook, okay? You can write this on a piece of paper like in that notebook or some other paper you may have around your house, or you can go into something like your OneNote that I can get on and see, or you can get on like Word or a program like that. Now, I can't see Word, okay? So if you want me to be able to see what you're writing, go into OneNote. I can see everything you do in there, and it automatically saves, okay? So OneNote is a great place where you know it's automatically going to save. I'm also going to try to make a Google Classroom that you guys can get into as well. But for right now, OneNote is a great option for you, okay? So you'll have a little activity that you guys need to complete on your own. And then at 1 o'clock is usually, and I'm not going to say always because maybe I have something I have to do with my kids, or maybe I have a doctor's appointment, or something comes up where we can't meet at 1 o'clock every day. But I'm going to say usually 1 o'clock is when you guys are going to get on Zoom, ZOOM.com, and there'll be a class code type of deal. Not really a class code, but like a Zoom meeting code. A Zoom ID is what they call it, okay? That you'll type in, it is 9 numbers that you'll type in, and at 1 o'clock, it'll let you in, and we'll meet, okay? Some of you have already done this. Some of you have not. But that's the time we will meet and discuss your assignment, okay? It's not going to be a crazy long assignment, and it's something you can do on your own usually. So today's assignment is something very simple. I want you to give me the major events. What are the main things that happened in the story? What happened at the beginning? What happened in the middle? What happened at the end? What are the major events that happened? And then at 1 o'clock, you can set a little reminder for yourself, maybe, if you have a phone, or maybe on your computer, you can just make yourself a little note on there that says, meet Ms. D at 1 o'clock. Or maybe you can ask your mom or your brother, say, hey, can you remind me to get online at 1 o'clock? It's going to become habit after a few days. You're going to be excited because you get to see your classmates on video and talk to them, okay? We're going to discuss those major things that happened. And we'll probably discuss some other things because we've missed each other so much, right? Just make a list. This happened, then this happened, then this happened. Very simple little thing that we're going to do, okay? We may discuss some other things too because we've been out of class for so long, and we're going to talk about some things that we would normally talk about when we read a story, okay? So, you can say it out loud. Who are our main characters? Sadie and her brother Richie, okay? What was the setting? The basketball game, current time period, and now you are going to write down the major events, okay? And today, you're going to meet me online at 1 o'clock. There should be on your lesson plan that Zoom ID. I will also send it out again over Remind. Hopefully you're signed up. If you are not signed up over Remind, please have your parents contact me over text, over email, or something like that, and I will get that to them, a sign up for that, okay? I will also send it over Seesaw and email. If you don't have it, please find a way to contact me. Email, text, those are great ways to contact me, and I'll make sure that you can get on, okay? If you don't get on today, we'll get you set up for another time, okay? Then we'll talk about that, okay? There are office hours that we can talk about other things as well, okay? And remember, your other assignment is on our lesson plan, is to get on happy numbers. You guys haven't used this before, but it's a great way to practice your math skills, and these will be our 2 main things to do, and your writing assignment as well, okay? You can get a hold of me on Seesaw and Remind, okay? If you have any questions, make sure to log on and check with me. I miss you guys.